Wow.
Hey guys.
Welcome to our new podcast, Air It Out.
I didn't say it.
Maybe we
Can
should
we do it
restart
again?
that.
Can we do it again?
Is it air it out or air it all
It's
out?
air it out.
Okay.
Air It Out. I think this is charm. We're keeping this.
Okay.
This is unpolished as fuck.
No, it's good.
If it's polished, is it a real, podcast? No.
Some would say. I mean, ask Joe Rogan, I guess.
we're
the fuck
recording
is
this
Joe
out of our
Rogan?
room. No mics, by the way.
Who's Joe
You can
Rogan?
Joe Rogan?
He's the UFC,
He's
judge
Gerard
guy,
Way's
right?
cousin.
Wait, for real?
Wait, fucking what?
Is this real? Are you fucking with me?
I think they're second cousins.
No
I don't
way.
believe you right now.
Maybe I'm thinking of Seth Rogen.
Jamie, pull this up.
Wait,
Joe Rogan, is he related?
to Gerard Way? I don't believe you.
They're cousins.
They are?
I told you.
Okay, I believe you. I'll never not trust you again, Felix.
This is traumatic.
Welcome to Air It Out.
We gotta introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
Not me, I'm eating.
Okay. My name is Pidge. I'm packing for college as we speak. I'm a chronically online nerd who likes music and partying in Seattle, and that's all that there is to it. Oh, I like fashion too. Yeah, that's gonna be my career.
He's a
Forgot to
fashion
mention
major.
that. Fashion major at school that I won't name in case I get doxxed. I don't know. I'll probably get doxxed.
I'm Felix. I am also a college student to be, and I'm a nursing student, but I like music and I like art and I like collecting little figurines, but having IBS is half of my personality, because as we speak my stomach is cramping so bad and I'm actually tearing up a bit.
I'm V. I am, I love food, and I like My Little Pony, and I'm not going to college yet. I'm waiting a year. But when I do, I'm going into mortuary science. Fuck yeah. Science, fuck yeah.
Thanks for that. That was really beautiful.
I know, I'm pretty beautiful. I'm gorgeous and ethereal.
Do you mean gorgelicious or gorgetastic?
Gorgelicious, duh.
Georgina.
Georgina. This is our podcast where we talk about
Shit. We talk about shit.
we talk about
And
we're-
we talk shit.
Okay, it's called Air It Out because we are airing out all of our dirty laundry and complaining on the internet to the wall. We're talking to a brick wall right now.
I think we're getting 0 viewers, and maybe there will be one teenage girl. She'll be 13, and she's like, "Oh my god, have you guys heard of Air It Out? They're my lifespan."
You guys,
You
no
you
one
don't-
else is an Air It Out fan like me. If you listen to our podcast now, you get to say I was a fan of Air It Out before they were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
if we get cool.
keep in mind, everything that we talk about on here, don't take it as advice.
Oh,
okay?
fuck no. Do
Don't
not.
follow in our footsteps.
We are
We're stupid.
we're just teenagers and we don't know things.
We're all
and
post-grad.
just graduated this year.
Fuck yeah.
So we're still figuring shit out, and we have a lot to say about. Could you open that any louder?
Sorry.
We have a lot to say about things. So, but don't take everything with a grain of salt.
The first thing that we have to talk about, we're starting off strong. Again, we're stupid.
We're gonna talk about how we met.
We're actually gonna talk about how we did mushrooms too.
That's
our itinerary.
itinerary for today. So, how we met. How do we tell the story in a way that
doesn't
sound really
name
stupid?
drop people.
Okay, we gotta come up with fake names right now.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna type it on my phone, and I'll give you the.
a big part of how we met was that we met in middle school. right? Or, like,
No, I didn't meet you guys in middle school. I
Okay.
met Paige in high school.
well, Paige and I met in middle school, and then V met us our freshman year,
I met Paige freshman summer, like before that.
and then you met me middle of freshman year.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Okay.
gonna call E elephant.
Elephant.
Most of us met through this girl named Elephant, and let me tell you, she was a raging cunt.
That's starting off strong. Wow.
But you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I know I'm not.
Elephant also plays into the mushroom story, at least for those two. But so I'll start off with when Paige and I met.
Yeah.
So we met winter of 8th grade, right?
This
Um,
is 2020.
Yeah, this is
2021. 2012.
No, this was
No, that would be 2020, huh?
yeah, it was the end of 2020.
Yeah, so picture this era, post-COVID.
All
we are
TikTok.
we are exactly what you think a 2020 8th grader would look like. We are just that. Like, you can
Emo
picture it
bunny hats,
perfect in your
split
head.
dye,
There's no
shitty eyeliner.
I had neon orange emo fringe.
Yes.
I had, if you guys know what Danganronpa is, I had the Ibuki Miyota haircut and hair color.
I had, I think, like a purple bob at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst, thickest eyeliner you could ever seen, and, like, could have ever seen. Sorry, that was bad. And really, like, a lot of blush and Band-Aids on my nose.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought that was, like, cool.
The eyeliner stripes on the nose.
Infinite rainbow bead bracelets.
Yes,
Tony
putting
bracelets.
black lipstick on only your upper lip.
Oh my god, and we were Shein warriors.
I was not. I was
actually
not.
was not a Shein warrior.
I was not a
Goodwill-
Shein
I was
warrior.
Goodwill warrior.
Elephant was. Elephant was a Sheen warrior and probably still is.
Oh, I
No,
know she.
literally.
But like she's like cowgirl Sheen warrior now. Anyway,
It's sad. But so December of 2020, right? It's almost the end of our first semester of 8th grade. Me and Paige meet. We meet at a mutual friend's birthday party. We'll call them Colby Jack.
Colby
Yes,
Jack.
that's the name I
Yeah.
came up with.
Yeah, we'll call them Colby Jack. And they are Elephant's like best friend ever. And they're also like the stereotypical 2020 alt kid.
Actually, even more so than the rest of us because
Like-
they could not take that bunny hat off to save their life.
Oh, it was
shit.
it was so bad.
I know it smelled bad too.
It
Oh,
did.
it did.
It was like covered in.
It's
She had rats. She had rats, like pet rats, and it stank in that room like rat piss and
I
shit.
did like the rats though. They were very cute. I just
Yes.
wish she took better care of them.
But she low key was neglecting them.
She was high key abusing them.
And do you want to know the okay? This is like off
This is the
topic.
kicker.
This is the real kicker. The rats got out of the cage and got eaten by her dogs. Like, within, not like the day we met, but like probably about 3 or 4 months after.
It's truly tragic.
Rest in peace, the rats. I don't remember the names.
I feel really bad for those rats, and also they would adopt Elephant and Colby Jack would adopt a shit ton of random animals and then like neglect them, and it was horrible. Because one time they bought little feeder mice and were passing them around to random people at school.
This was in high school. by
Yeah,
the
this
way.
was in high school.
Like,
hiding
they
them in
knew
their
better.
backpacks. Hiding them
Yeah,
in people's backpacks
and-
so they would like die. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they were like sneaking them into other people's backpacks so they would like find them, and it's sad. It makes me very sad to think
Okay.
about.
We're like getting really off topic. But if
How
this-
we met. None of this has to do with how we met.
No, but it gives you like a look into how these two were, and they're present in a lot of our high school stories. But
If not
so
all of them.
at Colby Jack's birthday party, right? Their 14th birthday party in 2020, December of 2020. Paige and I meet, and it's just so. It's like the most unhinged yet tame birthday party. It's the most tame party out of any of the ones that we go to from then to pretty much end of high school, senior year.
Oh, Fifi, can I borrow your phone to text Carlos? Because my phone is busy being a recording studio.
What are you gonna text him?
I just have to tell him I'm not answering his phone because we're recording a
Oh,
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I can text him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this will still play if it goes off.
Yeah.
Anyway. What were we saying?
My bad, G's.
So we met.
Unhinged birthday party.
Yes.
Yeah. So this was like really unhinged at the time because we're all sober, right? But it's 2020. We've all been isolated for months. I'm talking months.
And socially inept.
And
Yes.
randomly, Colby Jack, we had been talking a little bit before this on the internet, on Instagram. They hit me up in the DMs every now and then, and would send me stupid shit like Hatsune Miku meme or two, I don't know. Then one day I get a Snapchat from them, and they're like, if you're seeing this, you're invited to my birthday party. Here's the Addy. Let me know if you need a ride. And so I went, obviously, because I was so desperate to have any friends other than my fuck-ass middle school boyfriend at the time.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to
All
think
my
about
friends left me for this because I was dating this guy. So I was desperate to meet new people.
Yeah. And also at the time, because I'm little bit younger, or at the time I was a little bit younger than everyone else, and because of my own living situation, I was not allowed to have a phone, right? So more or less, they had to get in contact with me via my landline. But they also invited me, and they were like, hey, do you want to come to my birthday party? And they gave me the address, and I was like, sure. And so we go, and then a bunch of people, we're all, again, 2020 all kids. But as the night progresses, more and more people show up. So it went from being, 4 people?
Yes.
To 15 people at the end of the night.
And it was the most, colorful cast of people you could imagine. Because we had these, virgin gamer boys there. I'm pretty sure, that one fella with the glasses and the hunch neck.
Ugh.
Yeah, you know the one.
Oh.
He doesn't need a name.
We're going to call him Ostrich.
Ostrich.
He looks
Okay.
like one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was there at that party, at least for, made a cameo.
He's racist, by the way.
Yeah.
So we don't like him. That's
we
why
can-
I called him
We can
Ostrich.
call him that. Anyway.
A lot of these people are,
Really bad people.
yeah.
Really, really bad.
Um,
We come from a small redneck town.
Yes.
That explains
Yeah.
it.
We're also not, the most perfect people, but we don't say slurs.
Or are racist, and we also are not Nazis, by the way.
Yeah, Nazism comes to play in a lot of
Yes.
things.
Oh,
You will find that out quickly.
if we say Nazi every other sentence, sorry.
But basically, to sum up, when Paige and I met, we met at this birthday party, and it was just, it really kickstarted the friendship. It really kickstarted the end of middle school and the beginning of high school.
Okay. Yeah. This is a very big transitional period for us. And after, okay, let me talk about some highlights from this party first, actually, because it was just so much stupid teenager stuff. What I remember,
Preteen stuff.
yeah. Well, we were technically teenagers. What I remember a gas station trip, to, our local gas station, and all of us buying Monster, obviously, because what else would you have bought in 2020?
That's when we got barked at.
Yeah, and people barked at us coming down the street for good reason.
And this was also my first time having a Monster because, again, I came from a strict household.
Wait, really? That was your first time?
Yeah.
I
that
did
was
not
my
know
first
that.
time.
I did
This
not
is
know
actually
that.
the first time I heard that as well. Okay, that's funny.
That did make me giggle.
Yeah. I remember Colby Jack's father's bar.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, this bar got shut down because I think it was... Sorry.
The owner of this bar went on live TV and he pulled some shit and he lost his liquor license because of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so the owner of the bar, his name is DiCaprio.
He's dead, by the way.
Oh!
Since passed on.
Yeah,
rest
he
in
passed
peace.
away last year.
I don't know if I should say rest in peace because I'm pretty sure he has some
He's not a good person.
pedophilia allegations.
Yeah. Maybe rest in pieces?
Uh-huh.
Not entirely sure. We didn't know him that well. We were just at his bar a lot, even though we were minors.
This bar was shut down, but
Yeah,
it was
it was open.
almost like a speakeasy because
Yeah.
there was still customers, like his friends?
It was open to his regulars and his friends, and you had to come in through the back door, but it was also open to his daughter's children friends that would work
24/7.
there. We would work there.
We would be making drinks for these 50-year-old men.
Handling alcohol when we're like 15, 16 years old.
Not a good idea. Do not do
Very
that.
illegal, actually.
Very, very, very,
That
very.
is, I believe that's a felony on his part.
Yeah. So, we went and hung out at this bar. I remember winning, like, a prize out of a claw machine. Then we go back.
and the jukebox.
Yeah.
The jukebox, yes. I remember.
And we, like, had this really odd moment with Teenagers by MCR.
Yeah, but, yeah, so, what else happened? Oh, yeah, you ate a sticker.
Yeah, and then me and someone else at the party.
They have a name. Fake name.
Yeah.
Minnie. Fake
Their
name, Minnie.
fake name is Minnie.
Minnie Mouse.
So Minnie was also eating stickers with me.
And I
Plural.
think she threw up a sticker and then went home.
Yeah, she threw it up and then I think she just went home really early the next morning.
Yeah.
But again, there was no substances involved, and
This is just, like, kids being kids, like, stupid stuff.
this is quite literally the end of our innocence. And you're gonna come to find out.
Yeah.
So, fast forward after this party, freshman year. This is when V comes into the picture.
Oh, hi. So the way that I met all of these people is
First you met me.
yeah. Well, so at first I knew of them in middle school. Of like when
We've actually been going to school together.
Yeah,
Me and V.
me
since
and Pidge have been
elementary.
going to school together since like first grade. Or no. I've been
I
going
came here in 3rd grade.
Yeah. Okay. So 3rd grade because I've been here since first grade.
Yeah.
For reference to, I moved here from the south in 6th grade. And then lockdown happened, so
Yeah,
that's why no one knew me until 8th grade.
We're Northwest baddies.
P&W baddies.
P&W princess.
But basically, I knew of all these people in middle school, but I thought they were kind of weird because I was at first I was friends with the like what a 2020 emo kid would call a normie.
Or like, like popular-ish
Like,
kids.
yeah, popular-ish kids. Like, I was friends with the principal's daughter, all that shit. And then I was on TikTok, and that changed my life, okay?
Musically at the time.
Musically, no. In I'm pretty sure it was TikTok in middle school.
Yeah, because it was
Because
I
like
remember now.
2017.
Yeah,
Early middle school, it was Musically.
Because Musically, when I was on Musically, bro, I was like lip syncing with my long blonde hair to OTEP. I don't know if you guys know who OTEP is, but back in the day, she used to be like a underground, like you've never heard of my music taste type shit. But now she's pretty mainstream. I used to love her when I was a kid, but type shit I was posting on Musically. But like when I was on TikTok, bro, I was like, oh my god, these are my people, and I like got into like all the cringy emo shit. Danganronpa, fucking that's I knew MCR and I listened to some of their music, but that's where that's the real kicker was like I was like, oh my god, my eyes opened and I like saw fucking galaxies. But basically, I knew of Pidge and Felix and Elephant and fucking Colby Jack since middle school, and I thought they were weird. Like I would bully them hardcore, but not that they knew of. My bad, guys.
Sorry, goat.
I would just be petty and like talk. I'd be like, oh my god, guys, they're so weird. Why would they do that to their hair? Oh, that's cute. You should bring that.
I forgot I had it. I don't know. I'll think about it.
But I went on TikTok. My fucking brain developed, and then I met Pidge the summer before freshman year. Because during the summer, so I was friends with this kid, and we're gonna call him Kermit.
Okay.
But basically, I've known this guy since I was pretty young because we lived in the same neighborhood. And
Wait, that thing lives near us?
Oh, yes.
He lives down the street.
What the fuck?
He is literally on the other side of town right now as we speak.
I didn't know that.
No way he's gotten out of his mommy's house yet.
No,
way.
but basically, I was friends with this guy, and the way I knew him was from my adoptive little brother, and I'll wait till you hear about that story. We'll talk about that in another episode, but because it's a bit much for one episode. But basically, I knew him through my little brother because they were friends, and Pidge knew him. I don't really know how they met, but basically we all knew that guy.
Yep.
And he came to my house and was like, do you want to hang out with me and my friends? Because it was a hot summer day, and I was like, sure. So I got my emo getup on.
Again, fresh out of COVID. So
Fresh out of COVID, so it's like
just go hang out with anyone.
bunny hat kid type, like emo, not real emo.
Yeah.
And then I saw Pidge. I met them. We hung out, and
The real story is, like, I was living... My home situation wasn't great at the time, and I told V I didn't want to go home.
And I said, then come to my house. Speaking of which, this is the first time I've ever met them, so I had no clue what type of actual person they were. And this is just an example of blind teenage stupidity, because I was like, yeah, just come to my house. It's okay. My parents will be fine. I didn't ask them.
We're, like, genuinely very lucky that all three of us are still friends.
Yeah, or alive.
Probably.
That too.
But basically, I was like, yeah, so come to my house. And we had a sleepover, we had BLTs, and this is the blossoming friendship of me and Pidge for 4 years.
Yes. 4 years and going strong.
Going strong, probably going to be with each other for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
But that's how I met Pidge, and how I met Felix was freshman year, like...
You came up to me at lunch while I was sitting with... we're gonna call him Voldemort. We'll make an episode later talking about the boyfriend story.
He who shall not be named because he has that cheese dip. Anyway.
Okay, so we all have, like, really traumatic boyfriend stories to talk about, but we'll go through
Mine's
that.
a girlfriend.
You got some boyfriend stuff going on there, too. Almost boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Fucking wannabe Mr. Fantastic Fox. Okay.
I was also
Okay, wrap it up.
I was also thinking the coconut.
The cook. Ooh! Ooh!
Alright, anyway.
The
Move on.
Anyway,
coconut.
Move on.
Yikes.
Back to the actual story.
So, middle of freshman year, once again, it's winter. I want to say it's November. But I'm sitting with my boyfriend at the time, who, he's a whole other can of worms. But I'm sitting there with him and one of my friends, who is also a whole other can of worms. So...
I met Felix. They were sitting at the table with Voldemort, and I was like, hey, you look really pretty. I want to be your friend.
And then you had this whole thing, right? Because my boyfriend at the time, I'm non-binary. I've been out as non-binary for years, and I still introduce myself with pronouns. So, they, them, please. That feels
he,
so...
him for Pidge, and...
I'm he, they, she, because I'm a gender fluid baddie.
Yeah, okay.
But, okay, so it has never been a secret that I was non-binary. You know, I'm post-grad, I still hold on to the same pronouns. It was not a phase. And this guy knew it. Like, my boyfriend at the time, he knew this. And so V comes up and she's like, oh, you're so pretty. And she's talking to me and she's like, do you want to come sit down with us? And I'm like, oh, I'm okay, but maybe some other day. And then she looks at me and she's like, well, you can bring your boyfriend. I think that's what you said, right?
It's something along that. I'm really big on including everyone, because back in the day when I was in, like, elementary school, I was not included, and that made me sad.
Isolation
So-
is hard. But at some point, she referred to me as his partner. Or she was like, do you prefer to be called his partner or his girlfriend? And I said partner, and then he immediately...
He got so mad, bro!
Oh, he got
Oh.
pissed. And so that's how we met. And then we didn't speak really until...
Yeah, we would talk if we were, like, in the same group having a conversation, but...
We didn't get close until, like, middle of sophomore
Yeah,
year.
other than that, I had, like a hallway crush on them, because... Such a baddie, bro. Such a baddie, and they got that fatty.
I was not a baddie. I had a horribly grown-out buzz cut.
So... That's how we all met. That is the intro to our
Our lives.
beloved friendship. And we are the only surviving 3 of that friend group.
Yeah.
Well,
and
not
there was,
like everyone died. No, nobody died.
But everyone, like,
broke apart and either
There's so
lost
much
their
beef.
personality
or they hate us.
or they hate us.
There's
And-
so much beef.
Disclaimer, some of the beef is our fault, like the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And
We're not.
We're not
not at
perfect.
fault.
We're not perfect. We do make mistakes because we're teenage people.
Creatures.
I can't say teenage girls.
But a lot of it was also, you know, kind of shit happens. A lot of the stuff that's happened in the past year that you'll see, like, later on.
has to do with someone blaming their problems on
us.
mental illnesses that they don't have and us.
Yeah.
That's how you really know this. These are stories from like 2021, 2022.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotional immaturity that comes into play here.
Yes.
But so that's how we know each other, right?
Mhm.
So we've all been friends for 4-5 years now.
We're gonna talk about a lovely little substance called mushrooms, and
AKA psilocybin. I did a
Psilocybin.
whole fucking report on that freshman year.
Me too.
Pidge remembers. I feel
Yes.
like you remember.
What a
we
sign
did it
of the
together. I think.
I think it was a group assignment.
Yeah.
Me and Pidge had a health class together. What a wonderful world, because we sat in that room in silence. The majority. Hey, those are my socks.
Yeah.
We sat together in that room in silence because our teacher was the most boring old man ever.
And I remember I almost failed that class, but at the end of the year, he gives everyone the option to like write an essay on why he should raise your grade to like 61% so you don't fail.
And if you
I think
do
I
like
got my
a,
grade up to like a C by.
I was
doing
gonna say I did that too because I almost failed also, and I just made a sob story about how I wanted to kill myself. And then he was like, "Oh shit," and raised that shit back up to a C. So
Also, this same health teacher, he had me cosplay Amy Winehouse.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you got like extra credit if you came in like as dressed as the
Whoever you...
Yeah, there was a different drugs project on like pick
Oh my
a celebrity
God.
who died of overdose, and then dress up as them and present a presentation, a fucking PowerPoint on how they died and why you shouldn't do drugs.
that cracks me up every time I hear it, bro. I'm like,
Oh my god, it's just a treat. It's just a treat.
So, but
oh my god.
psilocybin mushrooms. Our
Is it psilocybin? Or am I going?
psilocybin?
Psilocybin.
Mushrooms. Shrooms.
Mushrooms. Shroomies.
Shroomies.
Don't do them.
Don't.
Disclaimer, don't do them.
Don't take anything we say as
You
Advice,
should do it.
Or do it. Or
Because
I actually hated it a lot.
remember, disclaimer, we are dumb teenagers. This is freshman year of high school.
We
You're
are all-
coming from a little health major girl over here.
two
you're-
health majors.
Two health majors, yeah. Your brain doesn't fully develop until you're 23 as a woman and roughly 26 if you're a man, and that is based on statistics.
And also, we, all 3 of us, were going through some degree of, to put it simply, parental neglect at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, it was a little different. I wasn't exactly going through neglect. It was more so I had a little brother who was very problematic.
But yeah, there was...
We're going to call him problematic because
We don't need to get into that.
we don't need to
Yeah.
get into it this episode.
But all of us, we had, like, different things going on at home that kind of pushed us into this. So, I think Paige and V, their story with mushrooms is a joint story.
Mm-mm. I didn't do it with Pidge.
No.
You didn't?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
I did it with Oz. I did it with the Wizard of Oz and Colby Jack and
Yeah,
Elephant.
I did it with
Elephant.
Elephant, Colby Jack, and T Money.
yeah.
T-Money.
T-Money.
Oh, man. Do you all mind if I start with my story?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so my stories are the only ones not connected to... Actually, one of them is semi-connected to Elephant. But mine are connected with my cousin, who we're just gonna call Jay. Okay? So he and I have, like, a roughly 5 to 6 year age gap, right? So, I, at the time...
Do you want to straighten my hair?
Yes, thank you. So I'm like a young teenager. He's in his late teens. Like, he might have been 20 at the time. I can't remember. But he's, like, significantly older than me. Even if he's still a teenager. He's an interesting character. He still is. He had a thing for growing mushrooms on our property. Like, magic mushrooms. So, back to my cousin, because I didn't live with my parents. I still don't live with my parents.
This is such a cute bag.
That's a whole other thing. So, he had a thing for growing magic
what is going on
mushrooms.
here?
I needed this.
He had a thing for growing magic mushrooms on our property, and that's not legal in our state, like, at all. They're decriminalized, they're not legalized.
Try that on.
But
I will later.
Not right now, girl.
he had moved out of the house when I think he was 18, 19 when he moved out, with his then girlfriend, now fiance, and then for whatever reason they had some issues with the lease when it was let up, and their roommate. So they moved back in with us. So me, my aunt, my uncle, and this is freshman year again. So him and his girlfriend, they're like big into the rave scene, they're big into party drugs and psychedelics and all that, which, whatever. But he decided that
How old were you then? You were really young.
yeah, I was in my early teens, like really early teens.
Ooh.
So January of 2021 is the first time that I took mushrooms, one of the last times, and it was his idea. My aunt and uncle were out of town, and it was just him, me, and his girlfriend. So Jay is like, he just randomly goes, do you want to try mushrooms? And I'm,
I bet we can
not
find it.
thinking, and I'm like, okay, sure. And so he gets them, and him, his girlfriend, and I, we all take them. I think we took 3 grams each. And I don't feel it at all. Like, it felt like I was stoned. Previously, I had smoked weed a handful of times. Like, maybe this was post-Halloween party, post-Christmas party from... Yeah. This was post a bunch of parties where all of us, we had experimented together with weed. And this was actually 2022, not 2021. But when I did this. And it was a really calm trip. I didn't feel anything. I felt like I was stoned. And I'm like, okay, I really like this. This makes me feel really good. So, no notes, really. I was just kind of really chilled out. And then the second time that I took mushrooms, I think I took maybe half a gram in, like, an edible chocolate. And Elephant was with me. We were having a sleepover at my house. And we had been passing... And again, Elephant is in our age group, right? She's the same age as us. So
Actually, a little bit younger than most of us.
She's slightly older than me, a little bit younger than these two.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the floor. I ate it.
It was mine. It was
So-
my bad, G.
She, also very young teen, and Jay and his girlfriend and her and I, we're passing back and forth the dab pen in their room, and then night rolls around, and he passes me this chocolate, and he's like, it has half a gram in it, you can take it. So I take it, and again, I don't feel it. I'm like, oh, this mushroom shit really isn't, like, this isn't shit. You know, I could do this all the time. No one would even know that I'm tripping because I don't feel it. So I decide, like, 2 weeks later, it's now February of 2022, I'm gonna take 6 grams on a Wednesday night.
Oh.
I
Girl.
had school the next day. And keep in mind, freshman year, I had a 0.7 GPA. In the first 6 months of freshman year, I jeopardized my ability to graduate at all. And
I think that was...
Fire? Wait, did that work?
Yeah.
It did.
Fire!
okay, so again, it's a Wednesday night. It's a school night, and I am already like speed running, dropping out, pretty much. And so I take 6 grams alone.
Sorry.
By the way, like completely alone, and I have the worst trip of my life. This was actually like also the last time I ever took psychedelics of any sort. I'll probably never touch them again because of this. The first, 4 hours, I'm completely chill. I barely feel it. And then I decide to lay down to sleep. And I close my eyes, and it feels like I'm being violently rocked back and forth. And every time I close my eyes, I see, insane amounts of, swirls and colors. And it's nauseating. So I hobble into... I don't think I've ever told y'all this story in full.
No.
Oh my god. Okay. So around...
Learning! Yay!
So around 2 a.m., I can't take it anymore. And I'm, incoherent. I'm inconsolable. All that. So I, stumble into my cousin's room. And he and his girlfriend, who we'll call In. We'll just call her In or Nick. Okay? So I stumble into Jay's room. And him and Nick have a bunch of people over. A bunch of people over. And again, it's 2 a.m. It's a weekday night. And my aunt and uncle are back home at this point. I feel like that's a key detail. So they're at risk of waking them up, and I'm at risk of being caught. I stumble into there, and I'm like, I don't feel good. I really don't feel good. And so Jay sits me down, and he gives me some water. And he's like, okay, go sit in the corner. He hands me, this big, fluffy, weighted blanket. He's like, just sit here and keep your eyes open and just try to listen to our conversation until you're tired enough to go to sleep. And I'm like, okay. So I sit in there for about an hour and a half, and the whole time, his friends who are over, who, side note, I later found out they were crackheads, and we're trying to coax Jay and Nick into doing fucking crack.
Anyway.
They didn't do the crack. But anyways, these two crackheads are trying to convince Jay and Nick to do all this shit, that they shouldn't be doing while I'm having a bad trip, and getting in my face and, fucking with me, and making me feel so much worse. They were shining a flashlight in and out of my eyes, and, putting their hands on my face, and all that kind of stuff, and they would not stop even when Jay told them to. And so after about an hour and a half of this bullshit, I'm finally tired, so I go and lay down. I set my alarm for 6:30. And when I wake up at 6:30, I'm fucking drenched in sweat. I stink. I'm rank with sweat. I need to wash my hair. It was horrible. But, again, strict family, so I can't stay home, right? And I'm still tripping. I'm still very, very much tripping. So I go to school. My eyes are fucking bloodshot. I can barely stay awake. I'm not coherent. And my first period teacher, I just straight up tell her, and she pulls me to the back of the room, and she gives me eye drops, and she's like, okay, you sit here the rest of class.
I have heard this part. Yeah.
You sit here in the back of class, you drink some water, and you do what you can. I'm like, okay. And so, thank God for her, first of all. But then I just have to raw dog the rest of the day, and then I went to sleep as soon as I got home. And, so no one knew, thankfully. No one found me out. They either thought I was really tired or really stoned, and no one ever asked. Which I'm very lucky, because I would have been in deep shit. My family doesn't even know this, other than my cousin and his girlfriend. And I'm kind of risking them finding out, saying this, on a podcast, but whatever. So, and that was, so horrible. I felt like shit for days. It sent me into psychosis, that lasted a few weeks. I think 2 weeks to a month. I'm not really sure. And it has permanently damaged my mental health. So, that's my story of mushrooms, and it was horrible.
This is why we need to lay off drugs. Once again, I'm going to say that because I don't want this to be oh, we're hyping it up. But, my story is going to sound like I was having a great time.
Yeah.
For the most part.
My story is not a good time. I've done it twice. Both of them, bad times.
Okay,
really bad times.
Do you want to go first or before me?
Maybe? Wait. No.
Okay,
You go first.
gather your thoughts, because I have my thoughts.
I'm gathering my
okay?
thoughts. Okay.
So, picture this, okay? My friends, okay, my friends Elephant and Colby Jack, and actually, I think I think V might have been here when we first discovered this mystery bag of magic beans, aka mushrooms.
Yes,
So-
I was there for that.
Colby Jack had this room in their garage with like a little mini bar in it. It wasn't stocked with alcohol. It was just like unused room
Yeah, it was
covered
like,
in like terrible artwork and bad posters and like
it was made for like an adult to have like a cool like little bar space at their house, but
It was
we
not
used
used.
it. We used it as like a little clubhouse.
Yeah.
And we called it the gay bar.
Yeah, we called it the gay bar.
Yes, because only gay people were in that bar.
Yeah, us.
So inside this gay bar, I'm just chilling. I think this might have been the same day I smoked a J that was rolled with a corn husk from a tamale. So I'm probably a little bit high. I'm chilling in this room. My friends have left the room to go inside and like get whatever they were gonna get. And I find out from them, they come back, and Elephant is holding a bag of something, and I'm like, hey, what's that? They show me a bag, I don't know exactly how many grams, but it was enough for at least 4 people to get pretty fucked up.
I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
Okay,
To
you gotta
get-
go potty.
Yeah, my stomach's acting up.
To get pretty fucked up. So we set a date and we set a time for when we are gonna take these magic mushrooms, and I was like low-key terrified but like super excited at the same time because I thought I was in with the cool kids at this point. Like I thought I was the coolest motherfucker. No one else I knew had done any shrooms, and I thought I was like so much better and cooler than everyone because I was a terrible person.
This is gonna hurt your butt.
Okay, thank you. I was a terrible person back then. So we sit. I show up at what did I name? Elephant's house. I show up at Elephant's house after school on a Friday in February, and this is 2021, right?
Yes.
February 2022 Friday. I'm going to. I'm pretty sure that Elephant skipped school this day. Because I remember walking by myself to their house after school. They lived in walking distance of the school. And I show up there, I go up to a room, and on the bed is a bowl of oranges and bananas.
Oh my
and
God.
like 3 cases of the Kool-Aid in the plastic bottles. And like a box of off-brand Oreos. And some other shit.
Wasn't the Wizard of Oz there for this?
Yes, the Wizard of Oz. They were. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna
I
call him
can't
Wizard. The Wizard of Oz is gonna make me laugh every time I say it. Wizard is here, who is a friend of mine since middle school, before I even met Elephant and or Colby Jack. But at the time they were dating Colby Jack, I think. So
Yeah, they were.
Wizard, Elephant, Colby Jack, and me. We are eating. I ate a whole orange, even though I hate oranges, and I ate a
Wait,
whole banana.
No, they weren't dating. Because this is the time when Colby Jack was dating Oregon Boy.
Okay. Yeah. So, what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought.
My
Okay.
bad.
I come into the room, bowl of oranges. I eat a whole orange. I eat a whole banana because they said if I don't eat the orange and the banana, that I'm gonna throw up after I take the mushrooms. And I was like, well, what's the point of taking the mushrooms if I'm just gonna throw them up? So, I do that. I hate oranges.
Yeah, Pidge hates oranges.
Keep that in mind. No, it has nothing to do with
No,
the
that's
story.
just a big part of them.
Yeah, it's just vital of my personality. 30 minutes in, I don't feel any different, but I look at my eyes on Snapchat, and my fucking pupils are the size of dinner plates. I've never seen myself look like that in, like, broad daylight before, and it was really, jarring. Then, I think I start feeling it about, like, 45 minutes in, and this is when Elephant decides we need to go to Goodwill. And their their mom, who I will call Twilight Schmuck.
Okay, a little thing.
This is
All
the
of-
worst mom you'll ever
All of
ever meet.
Elephant's, so Elephant's parents are Nazis, and a big thing about them is that they have very German names.
Yeah.
Like, very German, but, you know, we can't name drop. So Twilight.
Twilight
Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle Schmuck. So,
She takes you to Goodwill.
Elephant gets her mom and is like, yeah, we're going to Goodwill. And Elephant's mom knows this is going down, like, she's known for a week that we're gonna do shrooms. And so, instead of trying to stop us, she tells us to microdose, but we don't microdose. We do not listen to her. We just take, like, as much as we can as 4 people. Like, as much as the bag allowed.
She tries really hard to be the cool mom, but she's just irresponsible and neglectful.
Yes. So, we're driving to Goodwill, and I remember we were listening to Searle, like, S3RL. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And I think
everyone calls it Searle.
Yeah. That's they have a song that's called Trippin' on Mushrooms, I think. And we were listening to that in the car. And I thought, for some reason, that it tasted like grape soda. The song. I was thinking to myself, this song tastes like grape soda. And for the next few months after I've done mushrooms, I think I can taste music. And, like, I listened to someone from my school's SoundCloud rap and thought it tasted like a Jack in the Box taco, like, left out on the counter. That was one of my favorite flavors. Anyway, I can't actually taste music. I was just, like, in psychosis, probably. I don't know. And on the way there, I'm like, oh, okay, this song's grape soda. All right, then. And then we go into the Goodwill, and I'm terrified. I'm, like, so unbelievably out of it. It felt like being really, really stoned for a while. And then I started, like, noticing that everything is way more colorful. Just, like, it sounds stupid when I say that, but that's how I felt. So I'm looking around Goodwill, I'm looking for, like, the heat, and I don't find anything. And Wizard comes up to me and says, hey, you know, sometimes, like, people will, like, forget they have money in their book and donate to Goodwill? And I said, oh, well, that's interesting. Why don't we go look for the money? I was fully convinced that they meant, like, someone out there put money in a book, like, and I was gonna find it. So, like, there was money in one of these books. So I go over to the book section, and I'm shaking them around. I'm, like, flipping through all the pages, and a fucking Goodwill employee comes up to me, and it's like, hey, can I help you with anything? Like, really politely. And I say, no, I'm good, and I walk away. And then I go up to Twilight, and I'm like, please, take me out of the store. I need to leave. So I think after that, we checked out, and we left. And I was like, oh my god, they're gonna get me. Like, it's over. I'm going to prison. But then we go to Walmart, because fucking Elephant wants to go to Walmart. I don't know why. And I was like, I'm not going inside Walmart, because I'm gonna do something stupid again, so I'm staying in the car with Wizard. And so me and Wizard stay in the car, and I have so many, like, videos of this, like, us being in the car. Unfortunately, I cannot, disclose.
Recover them.
I know they're still out, like, on my phone. I just can't show them to you, because that would probably, ruin their privacy. So,
yes.
Wizard, if you're out there,
love you.
If you need the videos, I'll send them to you.
Oh, we're still on good terms with Wizard, by the way. Wizard is a good person.
Yes, they just have a life, away from this town now.
Yeah, they moved away. They're doing good, and we love you, Wizard, if you're listening, which you're probably not.
Okay, so me and Wizard are in the car. One of my favorite moments from being in the car was us singing the Squidward's Tiki Land song, like, welcome to Squidward's Tiki Land, and, like, we were, like, repeating that shit. And then when Twilight and Elephant and Colby Jack come back from inside Walmart, I remember Wizard reacts like a dog, like, white woman, white woman, white woman. I thought this was the funniest shit. This is, like, I don't know. Like, they just said white woman jump scare, I think, over and over and over. And I thought this was so fucking funny. I couldn't stop laughing for so long. So, yeah, they get in the car, and we go home. And it was pretty chill at home. Elephant and Colby Jack made some food. It was good food, because it was, like, food they were making for their culinary project.
I'm trying so hard to remember what Colby Jack said, because there's a video of them in the car from that day where they're like,
said.
My tongue is
7 and my gums are bleeding.
My tongue is 7 and my gums are bleeding.
And
they said it exactly like that.
I have it on video. This is on the way home from Walmart. Anyway, off topic. We get home, they're making good food, and they made me watch the fucking... Okay, so first we were watching Alice in Wonderland, and then, I think we stopped watching Alice in Wonderland and went up to, Elephant's room and just hung out, and someone I had not seen since middle school at this point, like 7th or 6th grade, shows up at random and is like, we're gonna play what was the game? It's like you lay on someone's lap and it's like red door, yellow door. Is that what it is?
I think so. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, so they were trying to play that, but I wasn't, like, believing it. So I just, like, sat and watched them do it and drank myself a little Kool-Aid bottle. It was bomb as fuck. And then I watched Alice in Wonderland and The Babadook, and that was, like, a bad mistake.
I hate The Babadook.
That started making me freak out a little bit. But also, I thought it was kind of funny. Like, he's not that scary. Ate some good food, and then when I tried to go to bed, I remember I was laying awake for so long, and I was texting Felix because I was, like, low-key scared, because I was like, what if I never sleep again? And I was laying there, like, panic texting them, and then eventually I just passed out. That is my full story. It's, like, it's not that eventful, but it's a little bit funny, you know?
It is. I feel like you have probably the more fun one.
It was fun, but at the same time, like, the anxiety of being in the Goodwill, I will never forget that. The fact that I was...
yeah, I actually have some in my purse.
The fact that I was convinced for so long that I could taste music,
White sage.
that was embarrassing.
I just ran out of this hand soap.
Really? Yeah. I love that scent so much.
Me too.
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
Thanks for the Bath & Body Works review. Yeah. Yeah, that was it, basically. And what a time that was. I'll never forget it. I have so many videos from that day. They make me cringe so hard to look at them, but also...
But it's, like, good memories.
Good is subjective, but yeah.
Good
Don't
is
do drugs.
subjective.
Don't do drugs.
Okay. So when I did it, it was not a good time at all, and I've done it twice. So the first time so I have never done a drug before I met Elephant, which I don't really know how to, like, explain that, but I've never done a drug before I met Elephant, so everything for me hit a little different, a little harder. So basically they invited me over to their house after school one time. And so we walked over, and then they brought me into their living room, and we were watching this movie. I was with Elephant and Colby Jack at this time, and Elephant's little brother T Money was there also. But we were in the living room watching this movie. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, but it's that one movie about the couple who do shrooms all the time, and then they, like, rob a grocery store. I can't remember what it's called. I know the movie.
Natural Born Killers.
Natural Born Killers. It is such a good movie, and that's what we were watching.
I really like how it's, like, shot. It's a really good,
love it.
Well-made movie.
It is a well-made movie.
The plot is weird as fuck, but I enjoy it a lot.
But basically, we were watching that movie, and so when I did shrooms was after Pidge did shrooms. So this is when
at this time,
Elephant...
me and Elephant have beef at this time.
Yes, okay,
so they didn't invite me to this because they hated me.
And replaced Pidge with me.
Yes.
Is what they would do. And they did that for, like, a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, when we were hanging out, Elephant was more comfortable with shrooms at this time because this was after they did it with Pidge.
And also, at school they had done it.
Yeah, at school they had done it. They were, like, doing it all the time. It was, like, their new favorite thing. And basically, when I was hanging out with them, we were watching Natural Born Killers, and they were like, oh my god, this reminds me. We should do shrooms. And I was really nervous, but I was like, okay, yeah, we can do that. I was very much a yes man. I did whatever they told me to do, basically. But, so we went up to their room. They basically did the same thing that they did to Pidge, where they were like, you need to eat, like, these fruits. Except this time they made me eat 2 entire lemons, like I was eating it like an apple. And they made me do that. They were like, you need to do this, otherwise you will throw up, and you will have the worst time, and you will want to kill yourself. One thing that Elephant is really good at doing is making you scared. They're really good at making you scared, but also really good at making you feel like you're a part of everything. And that's basically why I would do whatever they wanted, was because they were really good at making you feel important. But then whenever they want, they can just take that away. And I was scared of them taking it away. So I did whatever they wanted. And I ate those 2 lemons entirely. And then they bring out a bag of shrooms. They hold it up. And they're like, you're taking 5 of these things. And I was like, okay, taking 5 of them. 5 whole mushrooms, stem and cap. That's a lot. That is a lot for one person who has never done it before to do.
That was similar to the amount that I took when I had that bad trip.
Yes. And they were like, yeah, it tastes really bad. And I really hate eating things that don't taste good. Obviously, no one does.
But we're all autistic, or like,
yeah, well,
neurodivergent, so-
me and Felix are autistic. I
Yeah.
don't think Pidge is.
No, but we all have sensory issues.
Yeah.
And that played a lot into it.
And for me, I am very much a germaphobe, so I did not want to eat those because they were in the ground. They are literally born from bacteria. Mushrooms are disgusting. But I was going to do it because I wanted to feel good and popular and feel like I was important and belonging. So I did it. But to make myself, like, kind of feel better about it and, like, so I could pretend that they weren't there, I crushed up all 5 of those mushrooms and put it in a Nutella sandwich. And I ate that whole thing.
I love that part.
And I ate that whole thing. And, we were just chilling in their living room. And I was off my fucking rocker. I was losing it. They were showing me, like, Snapchat filters, like the one that makes your head small and blue, and, like, the shit that made your eyes huge and, like, your mouth huge, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was scared, and I did not like it at all, and they kept showing it to me and, like, laughing, and they would be like, hey, V, does this make you uncomfortable? Does this make you scared? Shit like that. And obviously I was like, yeah, please stop showing it to me. But they still showed it to me anyway. To the point where I ran away. I ran away. And I was laying on the floor in their kitchen, staring at the ceiling. And T-Money walks up and is like, are you good? Like, are you okay? Because I'm tongue-tied. I'm laying there staring at the ceiling. And it's, like, fucking growing. The ceiling is getting taller, and I wasn't really processing anything that T-Money was saying. And T-Money goes and gets his sister Elephant. Elephant comes down and starts, like, they start fucking dancing around my laying body on the floor. And then T-Money and Colby Jack join in, and it's like imagine you're watching a cult movie and they're, like, dancing around a corpse. Like, that's the type shit that was happening. And I was freaking out. And I can't remember anything after that. Then the night just ends. And I wake up the next morning and it's time for school. I hated it.
I do remember your mom told me that when she drove you home, she could tell something was wrong.
Yeah.
Also, while I was on the toilet, I remembered a vital part of my story that I forgot. We had a can of Easy Cheese.
Oh my god.
Someone gave us a can of Easy Cheese from Walmart, and
They put it all over themselves.
it was everywhere. Like, they were squeezing it in their hand and, like, slapping it on each
Yeah,
other's
they were,
faces.
like, rubbing it on it themselves like lotion. I remember the pictures and videos
They
from
were
that.
putting it on chocolate chip cookies and feeding it to their dog. They went outside and rubbed it all over the windows and wrote, like, scary messages. And, like, there was handprints everywhere the next day.
Easy Cheese.
The Easy Cheese was, like, invading all of our souls.
Oh my
Like,
god.
and I still, like, I can't even look at it without gagging anymore because that made me so,
That's
like,
so gross.
oh, I want to throw up. And another part that I forgot and remembered while I was on the shitter, Wizard of Oz, when we got home from Walmart, I opened, like, I think a Mountain Dew, and then they picked it up, like, I drank some of it, and then I sat down on the floor, and I put it on the counter. They picked up my can of Mountain Dew, poured it on me, peed their pants, and ran away. Like, that is the only, like, that's the full sequence of what happened.
Oh my god.
They poured my Mountain Dew on me and on the floor. They, like, laughed and peed their pants, and then they ran away.
Every single time I hear this story, it does not get any less funny.
I cannot believe I forgot that. I cannot believe that I forgot that. That was the best part.
I was gonna say something, but I wasn't sure if you were, like, not gonna say it to, like, keep privacy.
No, their name is not shown, so... Sorry, Wizard of Oz.
It was so...
I love you. I'm, like, it wasn't like we shamed them for pissing themselves either. We just gave them new pants and, like, called it a day.
It was funny.
It was really funny, though. Yeah. So that's the actual full story.
For me, there was one other time where I did them, where I have really bad memory. You will come to find this out throughout our episodes, but my memory is very, very poor. So
That's loud. Sorry.
I don't remember the beginning of this, but I do remember that we were in, what was it? It wasn't a jump, rattle, and roll. It was a fucking...
It's the P&W, like, it's one of the P&W trampoline parks.
Yeah, it's one of them. But we went to that, and it was just me, Elephant, and Colby Jack. And, we were just jumping around. I remember we were on shrooms at this time. I don't remember anything before or the ending, but I do remember I was really sad because they kept, like, leaving me randomly and, like, running away. And I was on shrooms, so obviously that made me very emotional. And I felt very, like, unwanted, you know, because people I thought were my friends were running away from me, and that's not very nice. Don't do that to your friends.
Didn't they, like, go in the bathroom and, like,
Yeah,
swap clothes?
they would run away from me, go to the bathroom, and swap clothes, come back and be like, hey, how good do we look? And then run away again, swap clothes again. Like, they kept doing it, like, 6 or 7 times. And then once they were done, they would just, like, run away and hide from me. And I was very sad and alone because I was surrounded by strangers. And it was, like, fucking 9 p.m. at this time. So they have all the lights off and everything is, like, neon. It was horrible. Bad trip. Anyways, that's all I remember from that. But it wasn't good. Both times I did them, I did not have a good time. And it was not nice. I didn't like it. But that's our shroom stories.
Yeah. And I hope this is, like, a good lesson on what not to do.
Yeah,
and not like, I really, really don't want to glorify this and make it seem like this is a good thing to be doing, especially when you're young, because you fuck up your brain. Like, I feel like my brain has been seriously, like,
stunted.
The growth of my brain has been stunted and altered. And I would not be the same person. Like, if I had never done drugs, I would be a completely different and more well-rounded person.
I think we would all be very different. We would be much more normal than we are.
I think, too, a big thing is this serves as a warning to anybody who was that age or anybody who
is that age and are thinking about doing it.
Or is even our age or, again, under the age of 25, because it really is no joke. My cognitive function seemed like it changed overnight, you know?
Yeah.
Having such a horrible trip alongside a bunch of other shit I was doing and then going into psychosis like that is going to follow my mental health journey the rest of my life.
Yeah, I do not think anyone should be doing it regardless of age, but if you are going to do it, make sure that you are over the age of 25, please.
When you're let your frontal lobe develop.
Yes, let your frontal lobe develop, please, because we do not need a bunch of dum-dums walking around this world.
We already have enough.
we have enough.
We already have enough in office. How about that?
Oh my god.
We do have some dum-dums in office, bro.
But
fucking
also,
orange man.
Before we move on to our next segment, too, a big reason that we wanted to share this is we all, for the most part, we went into this when we were, like, 13, 14, 15, glorifying it. Like,
yeah, we thought it was the coolest shit
I watched
ever.
the movie 13 and, like, took it to heart and thought I was gonna be the next fucking Tracy.
Yeah, we were genuinely,
but, like, without the bad ending.
We were so convinced that we were the shit because we were doing these things. And that...
spoiler alert, we were not. We were just assholes with
and our grades were shit.
Yeah, our grades were shit. I barely graduated.
We were genuinely pathetic, and we were horrible to the people around us. We were horrible to ourselves. Like,
my like relationship with my family is strained because of this a lot, I think.
Not
so much now, but definitely back.
Yeah, so this is literally a cautionary tale. Like, this is as unsugar-coated as we can make it, because it with future stories we tell, you're gonna notice a pattern of, like,
bad decisions.
Bad decisions, and it only got worse from the time that we started using substances.
And when I said my memory is bad, the reason why it's bad is because of the immense amount of, like, drugs that I did. And I used to have really good memory. You could probably ask well, you can't ask my parents because you don't know them, but you can ask Pidge or anyone who knew me from before I did drugs, and they'll tell you I had great memory. I had really good grades. I was very smart. I still am smart. I just have a lower work ethic.
Doing drugs.
If your parents don't like them, there's
You
reason
shouldn't
why.
either. I was gonna say, your parents, some people have different relationships with their parents, but if your parents tell you not to hang out with someone because they do not believe that they are a good influence on you,
They're probably right.
you should probably listen to them.
You should
Of
fucking
course,
listen, dude.
of course you should always make your own judgments, but also your parents will be there for you. Your parents...
Most of the time.
Most of the time. I know that's not true for everyone. Everyone has a different relationship with their parents, but for the most part, your parents genuinely want what's best for you.
Yes.
And you should listen to them when you can. Of course, there will be times where your parent isn't that good and they just don't like your friend because they have colored hair.
Whatever.
That's different. That's whatever.
There's
They'll
stuff-
probably get over it.
But if
honestly.
they're, like, genuinely worried that if you are with someone, then you will start doing things that you should not be doing, like drugs, or fucking, even if you get in the wrong crowd and you become a bully, listen to your parents.
We've gone off on a tangent a little bit.
But,
We're talking in circles.
yeah, this is... We gotta stop yapping about this.
Yeah.
But,
Anyways, do we have anything else we need to bring up before we call it quits? We got plenty of editing to do.
Damn.
so, this is our first episode of Let It Out. Or
Air it out.
My bad.
Because
We have, in fact, aired it out.
aired this shit out, bro.
This is a big first episode, and if this is obviously going to be everyone's first time tuning in, so if you enjoyed, hit that follow button.
We're
You
We're,
said it like a
um,
fucking Discord mod.
Sorry, guys.
We're
I couldn't say
gonna
it without
try
laughing.
to post this on Spotify. Maybe in the later future we'll post on YouTube.
I
and
think
have-
probably YouTube first.
Yeah,
YouTube
YouTube
first.
first. Spotify's a bit bigger of a project.
We gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But catch us on YouTube, and I'm sure we'll promote this to close friends first. So, hello people we know.
I really hope people we know don't find this.
I only want like 2 people I know to find.
Yeah,
I want the Wizard of Oz to find it, and yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hi, Wizard of Oz.
Hi, Wizard.
I kind of hope the guy down in Oregon.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, Oregon Boy.
Okay, that's it for this
That
one.
and that's our show.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Bye.
Bye.